Sissy Pants Show. I am Shaggy Sissy Pants, and today I am doing a Lego build live. I think this is one of the one or two times I've done a live build. This is the Ford GT40 Mark II from 1966. The model number is 42223. This only has 793 pieces, and luckily I'm older than 18 so I can open up this set. The only part of unboxing I've done is the thumb holes, so now we'll go do the whole thing and get started. Hopefully this won't take longer than I think it will. I always try to build, ooh nice, 1966. I always try to build my builds as fast as I can, so we'll see how that goes today. Number 4, number 1, number 6, number 5, number 2, number 3. Decals, hopefully I don't mess those up too bad. Oh, tires, I love some tires. So we're gonna open up the notebook, the instruction manual, which you can't see on screen, and we're gonna build this. And it just says that this is a 1 to 18th scale of the real deal. And one of the reasons I like this GT is it's one of the favorite cars from growing up. I used to have a Matchbox vehicle like this, and I watched it all the time. All right, so bag 1, big scissors. If you like a good pair of scissors, get yourself some of these Milwaukee scissors with the inches on them. These things cut really nice. Bag 1 in here. Oh, let's get those scissors back. Oh, these are numbered, so let's not dump those yet. We'll open them, but we won't. Oh, they're both 1. Okay, so maybe it doesn't matter. We'll see what the instructions say. So first, we got to get one of these multi-directional gray pieces. Does everybody can see that? Okay, good. And now we got to get 2 of these blue connectors, which are probably in here. Oh yeah, there's some in there. Make sure those are all empty. Then there's some over here. Make sure those are all empty. And the connectors we need are little blue ones with a cross on one side, circle on the other. And we're putting them on the bottom parts of this piece. And we're gonna go like so. That is step 1. Step 2 is we have to get one of these beige ones, or is it yellow? A beige one, same deal, except for we put the circle piece in, and then we have one of these red pieces, and we put that on there. So that turns. Now we need the yellow, this guy over here. I put him in here, and then we need a gear. We have 2 gears, they're both the same, so we'll assume that that's the one. Well, we won't assume, we'll go with that, we know that. Oh boy. Now we are putting on some cams. Oh goodness, okay. In the instruction booklet, you have to put these in on the right way. So we're supposed to slide this piece all the way down. So the first cam, up and down like this, and that first one is all the way down. Like that. And then the second one is gonna go the other way, to the 9 o'clock position. First one went to the 6 o'clock, next one goes to the 9 o'clock, next one goes to the 12 o'clock position, and then the last one goes to the 3 o'clock position on there. If you can see that, they're all mildly different. That's pretty cray-cray. Forgot my separator tool. Okay. So then we're gonna build another one of these with that guy, and then we're gonna put this here in the end, and then we're just gonna put that in there. That's kind of weird, but okay. That's what it says. And then we're gonna get this gray piece. Oh, not that one, this one. Yes. And then, oh, okay. So we gotta find the little guy here. We gotta find this red piece. And we put that in there, and then there's the second. Oh, we gotta put it in here first. Okay, settle down. In here first. Then the gear goes on. Then we put this into here, and same thing over there. So now we got some turnage, if you can see that. Okay, continuing on. So that is there, and those do roll, and we got that. Now we go to the second side, and then we need another one of this. A beige connector, cross on one side, circle on the other, into one of these bigger red pieces. And we put that into the other piece of this. And that goes into the second hole. And that goes here. Oops, like this. Okay. So now that is like that. And now we take this guy right here. Oops, watch out, watch out, watch out. We got that guy right there. And we have to use larger 3-point connectors, blue ones. And we put those in like so. Like so. 2 times. All right, and then if that goes up in here. Come on. It's supposed to go in there. Why is that fighting me? There we go. There's that. And then we do that a second time. Find a connector or this piece. Then we put that in 1 time. Then we put it in 2 times. And then we go upside down, right? And then we do this again. Okay. That's that way. Now we have to use these T pieces. And we have to have a black connector piece. Goes in here. Like that. And then we need the black connector piece that has a hole in the middle, like this. And that goes in top. Like so. And then we need another one of these pieces. And that goes in there. Okay. There's that. All right. And then we put this other side on. There's nothing else in there? Okay. And where does that go? So this is still upside down. And then we push this down here. Oh. Okay. So we build that a second time. Connector here. Right? Yes. Then double-ended connector with a hole in it. Come on. Yes. Then this piece here. Yes. And then we put this together. Yes. And then we snap this on here. Yes. So those are down, and that's what we're, oh, then we have, that'll really go through? Oh, there's two of them. No, they will not. Okay. One goes here, one goes, whoa! Oh, poop. Okay, okay, unpoop. All right, then that goes in there. Whew! All right, moving right along. That was step 10. Now we're on to step 11. And we gotta take this piece, and then we gotta put a little black connector in there, double-ended. That goes in this third hole from the front. And then we take this other black piece with multiple holes in it, and that goes into the side. So those go next to each other. Then, because there's three of those, we put the 3 pointed blue connectors in, or 3 long, or 3, whatever. They're not regulars, like that. And now we put this in here, like so, all the way up, so it's snug. Okie dokie. So there's that. Now we take one of these pieces again, and we put the double and small black connectors in here, or the 2-sided black connectors, both circle ends. And then we take this piece and we put it on top of that. Uh-oh, come on. There we go. And then we put a red shorty in here, in the middle, and then we put this down on top. Uh-oh. There we go, like so. Ba-ba-da-da. Okay. All right, so now we gotta build another piece. We need this piece right here. And then we need one of the blue 3-ended connectors. And then we need this shackle piece, or this buckle. I'm gonna put that on there. And then we're gonna need this shorter black piece. And that goes on there. Oh, and there's another piece. This small white piece goes in here, like that. Okay. And then this goes in here. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so there's that. Now we make a different piece. This is what we added to here. Then we take another one of these buckle pieces. And that's up, yeah, that way. And then we put this through. So it's in the middle. And then we put these 2 pieces on the end. Like so, there it is. All right. Now that goes into here. Come on, you poopy. That was 2 poopies. There we go. Ta-da! But why didn't we want one of those in there? Okay. Now then it says we push this piece all the way through. So like this. There. All right. Now, what's this piece right here? Yeah. That piece here. Really? Okay. So then we're going to put the 3-piece blue connectors in there. 1, 2, so it's in the middle. And then we're going to take the other one, put it in there. 1, 2, so it's in the middle. And then we gotta do these little cover pieces. Oh yeah, on the back side. Okay, so that looks like that, like big binoculars, probably exhaust if we're gonna think about it logically. And then there's some shorter pieces to do that. Oh, right here they are. Put those on there 2 times. That's what we got going on. And then that goes right there. Okay, okay. So this goes in. Wait, how are we gonna get it up there? Oh, whoops, I missed a step. My bad, my bad. Black 3-piece connector, cross on one side, circle on the other. That goes in there. Come on, there we go. There's that part. And then a 2-piece black coupler. Oh, it's rubber. That's weird. Okay. So that means this part's going to move a little bit. Or something close to that. That's what we got going here. That's that little rubber piece in there. That guy's squishy. Okay, but moving on. Squishy pieces. Otherwise, we got that. That was step 16. Now we have this side view of what's going on. Okay. Then we're going to do little blue connectors, cross on one side, circle on the other. Put them underneath here. 1 time, 2 times. That's in there. And then we're going to, now we're turning the whole thing this way. And now we have long gray pieces, cross most of the way and then flat like a nail. And those are going through here. Da, 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 da. Okay, so those no longer move. Now we're gonna take this last longer piece, correct? And then 2 more of these black connectors with the circle in them, or the hole missing, or well, the hole in the middle. I'm gonna put those on the ends. Holes sticking out to the ends. Like so. Ba, ba, ba. And those are going on the end of the motor area. Or at least the cams. Oh, the mailman is here. There he goes. He's going away. There he goes. Bye-bye. Dude, stop. Lay down, please. There he goes. Was it worth it? The answer is no. Stop. He's gone. You didn't even help us. He wasn't going to stay no matter what. Ay, ay, ay. Dogs. Great most of the time. Okay. Moving on to the next page. The last step we did was 19. Now we're doing 20 because that's what comes after 19. And we have like these little L gray curvy pieces. And there's a 3-point beige connector. And we're going to put that in only to the first point, it says. Then there's a blue connector. Cross on one side, circle on the other. That's going in there. Now we're going to stick in 2 more blue connectors. Is that the right way? Okay, yeah, okay, doesn't really matter, I guess. Put it in this way, and then put it in this way, and there. That's what we just built. All right, now we're going to take this very long perforated black piece, And that goes right on the end. So all three of these pieces are at the very end, like so. Then we're going to skip a hole and put a double-sided black connector piece on this side. So skip a hole, place it. Take another black connector piece, skip a hole and place it. Skip a hole, place it. And then we want one of those tiny red-headed pieces. I should call them red because they're not red-headed. And you put that right next to that guy, the last piece we just did. And that's what that looks like. Now, on the black connector pieces, we're going to put an upside down T piece with the holes in it. Like so. And then, let's see, what else do we got? That's that. Now we're going to put this other red connector piece. And this is going to be cross piece up, 3 blue connector in, all the way through, or the best you can, because it's going to be stick out either way. That goes to the middle part and up, like so. And then you put another T piece with the black connectors pointing out. 1 black connector, 2 black connectors on the upside down black T. That goes into the circle hole. Now most likely we'll have to put a long cross piece in there to secure that. Or not, or totally not that happening at all for this part. So now we got a long cross piece. I'm going to stick it on like these weird lightsaber pieces. That's what they kind of look like, lightsaber handles. And you got to sandwich that piece in there. And you're putting it towards the end of this long black piece with all the holes in it. And you're pushing it flush, like so. Yeah. Okay. Then you are going to take the other long holy black piece and you're going to put the red piece in there. But you got to figure out what hole it is. So it'll match up the same way. So there's that. Duke, stop your shenanigans. All right. There's that part completed, and that's part 27. I gotta do 28 because that's next. And we're kind of doing the same thing. 3-way blue connector, snug in the middle, 2 times. Then we got the small 2-way blue connector, cross on one side, circle on the other. That goes in the corner part. If I can get my fingers in there. There's that. And then we have another one of these lightsaber handle pieces. When you put that in there, not all the way. And that contacts or connects to that, like so. And as I said, that was section 28. Now we are going to marry these two together, or put them together. Marry sounds kind of weird now that I said it out loud. Just like that. Now we have this another brown cross piece with a flat head like a nail. That goes through here. Piggity pow, that is connected. Oh, but it's not connected. Whoa. So we push these in like so. Oh, come on. Come on. Why is it? There we go. I just had my sissy fingers on me. Okay, that is that. Now, oh, okay. So now we're putting these red pieces, red tiny pieces, in these holes right here. And you're going to do that on both sides of the rail. Like so. Like so. And then we're putting some, I think they're about 4 length, and you put those on top. Where's the gap? Towards the back? Yeah. Oh. No, put them right on there. Put those pieces. Match up those 2 holes with those 2 holes. Hopefully you saw that. Oopsie. There you go. So they're right in the middle. Okay, that's how that is. Now we're putting the rest of these blue connectors into those first pieces that we assembled. And had the 4 slots, 2 of them were the angled pieces. That is what we are filling now with the double-ended blue connectors. Cross on one side, circle on the other side. One more time. Okay, there is that completed. Now we're putting the last of these gray 2 gray rails with all the holes in them. So I'm sure that will go right like that. And this one came, oops, like that. Da 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 da. Looking pretty spiffy already. Oh, we're putting some pistons in now. Okay. And the pistons, well, I guess they'll just stay in there. All right. So this is an 8-cylinder engine. Oh, and these puppies just slide right in. Oh, I see what you gotta do. I screwed it up already. I got it. So these little yellow piston pieces have little clips, and they go onto the motor that you have down in there. And that's how they will rotate. Pretty flippin' spiffy. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, I'm getting excited about that. Oops. Make sure they all click into place. And then, oops, wrong one. Ba-ba-da-da. That's wild. Very, very, very wild. Oh, let's get closer. Pretty darn cool if you ask me. All right, so those are all in there. Oh, now we gotta do like a valve cover thing. Okay, so we need this piece and a black piece. These are skinnier, so your little red flathead pieces or red half connectors, we'll figure out a name for them. Don't you worry. How are you gonna do it? Okay, we're just gonna follow the instructions because they know best. That's what I say. And there's that. Then we get another blue connector up here. There's that. And when you put a ring on it, because then you know you're serious. And then we got a flat head dealy. And that goes right on there. Okay. Now we're going for our first decal. Oh boy, first decal. 8. So this decal is, I'm not totally sure, but most likely the carburetor for our engine. I saw this little handy trick. It usually works out pretty well. Let's see. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not perfectly symmetrical, but I'm not too worried about it. not enough to do a redo. So that's on there. That's where that needs to be. Then we have some more black connectors going in front of the curved L pieces that we put in earlier. One goes there. On the other side of the red connector, one goes there. And then we do that same thing for the other side. There's that. And then after the red piece, so there. Ba, ba, ba. Moving right along. Okay, that's it. That's bag one. We're gonna clean up a little bit. Garbage in bag one. Bag two, where is it? Bag two, here we come. Watch out, Duke. I don't want to cut your nose. You silly barking fool. Alright, oh, there's another bag. Duke, buddy, go lay down. You're not helping with Lego, you know that. All right. So now we got a really long piece. Gray, lots of holes. Gonna do the blue 3-point connector. One time. Oh, don't put all the way through, it says. Do that a second time. And then we're gonna do one of the flathead red pieces all the way down. Like so. And then those are going on here. Oh, whoops, I already screwed up. Silly person. Leave a space, then put the two pieces in. And then this whole thing goes together. And push them in. I am terrible. Oh, goodness gracious. Not paying attention to the directions. Okay. Back to the board, the drawing board. Now let's do that down here. Yeah, there we go. Once you pay attention to the instructions, everything's become so much easier. So now we're up to 38 now on the, what is this called again? The Ford Mark II GT40 from 1966. So we're looking for these L shapes, black L shapes, kind of flat. Looks like 3 circle holes, crosses at the end, and we're going to put them together with the double-ended or 2-sided black connector pins. One time, 2 times, like so. Then we are going to take the long 3.3 length connector, black piece, cross on one side, circle on the other, and that goes through the corner. Push it all the way through, it says. And then there's a white elongated piece with a circle on it, or a hole through it rather. And the circle wants to go like that. So that's what we got going on there. Now we have a red long cross piece that goes through the other end, and then there's another white connector piece with a hole in it, like so. Now we take this long yellow cross piece, correct, and we put 3 of these red pieces, cross on one side, circle on the other, or circle hole rather, cross hole and circle hole. And you put 3 of those on there, and then you put that through the top of that, like so. Ba, ba, ba. Okie dokie. Now we're gonna do 2 more of those black L's, and then the 2-sided black connector pieces doing the same process. Let's do it one at a time because that worked better last time. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and then the longer black connector piece. Where is that? There's another one. Oh, found it. Black piece in the corner. Like so. Then we put that on here. Push that black piece in to secure the white one. And then put the other red piece in to secure the other white piece. That's that. Okay. Now we have new pieces that we haven't seen yet. Kind of look like a phallus a little bit, but we have to get 2 of those. Oh, here's the other one. Now those go on this way. Okay, there's that. Alright, and then put this one on here, like so. So now I got this. And now we push these through that, right? Like that. Okay. Then we take the other long gray piece with lots of holes in it, skip the first hole, 3-way blue connector, or 3-slot blue connector, 3 length, whatever. Then at the very end we can put a red connector piece, the short ones, and then we will put those on after the red piece right here, which is where we struggled the first time through. And then we're just going to finalize all these connections. Push the blue all the way through, or at least till they seal. Those reds are in there, and we are coming along nicely. Okay, that was 46. So now after 46, we are on to 47. Let me just double check. Yes, I believe we're good. Now we are going to take these larger black pieces with the holes in them. Oh, I lied. They're not black. They are dark gray. But they look like that. I need one more. Oh, right here. Someone put in there. Okay. These are going on the red pieces that are coming out. Oh, but they have to be circle has to be pointing up and down, not front to back. Sorry, brief message, no worries. Okay, got 2 of those. Now we have to build something else. We have to take this little H piece. We need 2 of those. And then we have the little yellow 2-ended connectors. That goes in the middle. So those are all even. Do that 2 times. And those go in here. So want that in there so it gets to swing. That's probably going to be steering for the front, since you probably don't have steering in the back. Oh, something fancy that we're going to build. I've never seen this piece before. So this is a piece that's got all these ridges on it. So that makes me feel like this is definitely for steering. Ridges down, 200 black connectors on the very ends. 1, 2, and then we have another little gray 3-hole connector that puts out here. Okay. That goes, oh, all right. So, wait a second. Why is that like that? Oh, phooey. Gosh darn it. I put it in backwards. Well, that's one way to do it. Oh, poop burgers. So there we go with that. Oops. Slow down. Slow down. All right. Now this goes in like this. Oh, you son of a gun. Now this goes in like this. Holy moly. Now these go in like this. Son of a puppy mupper. Okay. All right. Son of a gun. Now that I fixed my first mistake, we can go back and put these away the proper way. We have this piece. And now and this goes in here. And this goes in there. And then we're going to need another 3-way connector. Am I correct? I am correct. That was probably not the best way, but that's what we did. All right. So that's on there. Oh, you're killing me today, myself. I am my own worst enemy today. Okay, there we go. Oh, people, oh, baby. Two times. 1, 2. Okay. So now what we need is this piece. And now we're going to put 2 black connectors in this. One in from the end, each side. Then we are going to take the other 3-hole connector, put that on there. 2 times, where's this? There he is. And then we're going to put a 3-length blue connector. 2 down. There we go. So 1 sticking up. Do that 2 times. Okie dokie. And now we put this on here. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. Hope everybody's still enjoying this. I got a little quiet because I started screwing stuff up. Wow, here's another cool piece that I've never seen before. Is that really how it is? Yeah, I've never seen this guy before. That's pretty cool. 90 degrees, all holes. Here's the other one. All right. So now we put that on top of here. And then we put this on top of here. Okay. So now we turn the model upside down. And now we're putting two-way or the 3-length blue connector in from the inside out. Correct. For both sides. Okay. So now we're like this. And now we're doing black connector right next to that new funky piece we put in. And then 3-way blue connector, only the first piece in. Same thing on both sides. Like so. So then we go to do that. And now we're putting big L's in here. Moving down like this. Right? Nope, bigger. Okay. Still done this way. That's all taken care of. Okay, so now we have another funky piece that goes into a ball joint. Nope, not that one, this one. It has a cross hole in it, so we put those together. Smaller yellow. Yes. That goes in like that. And then we have another gear that's gonna go in here. Drops that in. And that goes in there. All right. Okay, so there's that. Now we're gonna rotate it up. And now we're putting the 2-way black connector pieces into, into the white connector pieces, circle side. Do that 2 times. Okay, so now we're up, and now we're putting those into here. Like so. Now on to step 59. So now we got these little U-shaped pieces. We need 2 of those. 3 long blue connectors, need 2 of those. And then we need these 3, 2 circle, 1 cross, but they're offset. And then 2 little tiny red cross pieces. So then we take the first black shackle, let's call it, and you put that piece in, and you put the gray piece in there to accept it. Come on, there we go. Push that all the way through. That's weird that you don't want those to move, but whatever. Then you take the 3-way or 3 long blue piece and put it in its left eye, like that. And then you do the same thing for the other one, but you do it in the other eye. So you put this back in here. Then you push the piece through. There's that, and then we put this in like this. And then we are putting this right here, right? Yeah, and then we put this piece over here. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. All right. So let's see. More black L pieces. Where's the other one? There's the other one. And then we need 2 more black double end connectors. That goes in one side of the L piece at the very short end. And then 3-way blue connector in from this end, but not the very end. Little circle or black piece, cross on one side, circle on the other. Black connector piece with a hole in the middle. I don't want to hear any of that noise right now. No more of your silliness today. Blue 3-way connector or 3-length connector 2 times. And now we're going to put a small L. I thought it was the other way around. And that goes in here like this. Okay. All right, let's see. Then we put the other one on. Like so. Another 3-length blue connector in the top here. Put the first piece or length in, not all the way. Another one of these little white shackle pieces. And then put it so the circle is being used. There, like so. Ba, 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 ba. Then we put that piece down. Next we need the 2 little thin black L's. We are going to use a regular blue connector, circle one side, cross on the other, and you're going to put it in the one end of the black L. Other end of the black L. Like so. Then you have this long, skinny yellow piece, and you're going to put that through the corner of the L. Like so. A little bit more so. Like so. There we go. Da, da, da. Now we have that. So now we're going to take a dark gray piece, that piece, and we're going to attach that there right through these pieces. Like so. And then we're going to put a black connector piece in the middle two-sided black connector piece right like that. Now we put that into this hole. Wow, like that. Okay. So that was step 66. Oh, the deadly step. We shouldn't have done that one. All the Jedi are dead. Okay, then we take this yellow piece, or this bigger black buckle. I call it a buckle because like looks like a buckle to me. Get over it. Yellow tiny piece in there. Red yellow cross piece. Red smaller cross piece. Come on. Right like that. Okay. Now we have to put another black L piece on. And we're going to put it across like that. And then we got another gear with this beige piece that's got a blocker. Like they blocked out the cross, if you can see that at all. So then we put the gear on first. Put that in the middle. And then we have a black extender piece right here. So that goes like that. And then we turn this like this. And it goes through here. Okay, if you say so. So there's that. Now we have the longer ball joint. And that goes into the other receiving part. And we snap those together. Like so. That's pretty groovy. Then, as this is up like this, we are going to put this in with this. Skinny gear has to go in there. So let's put this in here first. Well, that's really easy, but then we go. There we go. And push that all the way through. Oh yeah, that's nice. Sorry, I didn't show you guys how I did that. You'll just have to believe it was magic. All right, so now we have that all assembled. Wow, another piece I've never seen before. Where is that? Oh, that's not a piece. That we have to make that. Never mind, less excited. Okay, this piece right here with 5 holes, long gray piece with 5 holes in it. 2 of these circles with the pegs on it. I guess we're leaving the holes in the middle. Or, why don't you want to go in? There we go. Circles lengthwise. Flat red piece in there. Okay, like so. Now that goes into here. Wow. Does it? Okay. Where's those? Oh, you silly baboon. Apparently I chose not to read directions at all today. My bad. I am just skipping things left, right, and center. This will make it very easy to connect now, you jamoke. There we go. Okay. Now let's continue to use our heads, hopefully. Now we have a gray cross piece with a larger gray extension piece. So we put that on there. And then we put that through here. And that is a cross piece, so it's not going to turn, which is interesting. Now we have to build another one with these flat black pieces, flat black L's. And we are putting the blue connector piece, cross piece in first. All right. And then this will sandwich in here. put another gray cross through here. There's that part. Okay, let's see. So next, oh, we gotta put another long gray piece with all the holes in it. Small 200 black connector. And that is going to sandwich on here. And, oh, then we gotta push it through. Okay. Then we're pushing that yellow piece all the way through. Make it a little more snug. There's that. Okay. So then I got this like this. Like this, so I did that. And we have this back here. Yes. And now we have to put stickers on that. Okay. Or decals rather. 2 number 5s. Oh, okay. Not too shabby. All right, let's see if we can do that a second time. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Proud of myself that time. Okay, so we got those decals on there. And now we're going to put another gear. We're using another of those cross pieces with the flat head on it. And a gear. There's that. And now we're going to put that in that hole that we just stickered around. And that gear moves now. Now, we're going to put this whole thing together. And that's going to be interesting. So we got to put this together. Oopsie. Wow, that has no friction. That is just in there, easy peasy. And then we're putting those in here. All right, so we put that together. Oh, and this is your steering wheel. So this is going to be the roof of the vehicle. Engine's in the back side. And then your steer right here through your universal joints. So that's pretty interesting. I'm happy to build this. So far so good. Okie dokie. Now we have to add some other pieces. So we have 4 pieces of this, 2 pieces of this, and we're going to put them together. 1 time, 2 times. So there's that. Do that again. 1 time, 2 times. All right, now where are these going? So we're gonna put that. Okay, so we're gonna put this down here. A little support from there to there. Do it again on this side. Okay, that's in there. That was step 78. So now we're on to step 79. So we have two of those more smaller black L's, and we're going to use red three-way connectors or three-length connectors. We're turning the L upside down. We're using the cross piece in the long end of the L. Oh, okay. So what we're going to do here is skip a hole for you, and then we gotta get this little foes to go. Oh, there we go. Oh, poop burgers. Sorry, I took it off of camera again. So I just put this black piece on there, and you gotta make sure that your little gray piece in here is pointing the right way, or else it will not go through. And that's, I had to disassemble it really quick before I continue. So we do this again. Black L piece, red cross into the hole. That's gonna go in here. And then we're gonna make it happen. What is up with that? There we go. Oh, poop. Poop, poop, poop. There we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now we got these little buckles like I've been mentioning. We need two of those red connector cross pieces with the lines through them. And these gray pieces right here. Buckle, red piece, and the gray piece. 2 times. All right, 2 times of that. And now these are going on these, right? I think so. Like so. Both sides. So right there is what we just did. Right there. Okay. On to step 81. 2 more buckles. Oh no, 1 more buckle. I lied. 1 more buckle. 1 more gray piece. Longer red cross piece. And a black L. Alright, so we can put the red cross through the buckle. Not all the way, obviously. Gray connector goes through. Make sure it goes through and it's flush. Then you put the black L onto that. And then, oh, okay. And then we go right here. All right, then we do that again. And then, same thing, right here. Oops. Connector piece. Like so. All right. Let me so. Ba, ba, ba. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. All right, friends. Here is the Ford GT40 Mark II after bags 1 and 2. You can see most of the frame is done. I have the engine started and steering is started. I'm going to take a little break right now before we get into the next bag, so I have to stop the show. But please let me know in the comments how you're enjoying this. I'll get back to you as soon as possible.